WooCommerce is one of the best ways to open an independent store on the internet. Print on demand is a way to start an e-commerce store without needing to handle inventory or manage product manufacturing. You can use Printful, a print-on-demand company, to create products for you. All you need to do is upload your designs to Printful, and they will automatically sync with your WooCommerce store. Each time someone orders a product from your WooCommerce store, Printful receives the product details and customer information. Then begin fulfilling the order and shipping it to your customer. The customer buys directly from your store, and you pay Printful separately for the production and shipping. On your store, you decide how much to charge for the product and shipping, and you keep the profit after covering Printful's costs. Let's create a store connected to Printful. First, you need to have a WordPress website, and then you can add WooCommerce. Go to Plugins on your WordPress dashboard. Search for WooCommerce, then install and activate the plugin. Once it's activated, you'll see a customization onboarding process. Start by writing the store name. This is important if you have more than one store connected, so you can recognize it when you need to choose a store to add a product to. Then you can select the categories of the store from the list, or you can select other. I select clothing and accessories. Next, set the store location. This is for tax purpose, so set it for your real address. Then add your email and continue. Now they ask you to add some plugins. I deselect all of them. You don't need them for now. Click continue, and now you are on the main setting page. They try to make some money out of you with the setting, so you can skip all of this and do it manually by going to the setting of WooCommerce. There you have all the settings for everything you need. If you want to use PayPal for your WooCommerce store, then you need to add a plugin for it. They used to include it with all the payments options, but now you need a plugin. If you use other payment methods, you can add their plugins like I do with PayPal and follow the instructions of your payment provider. After finding, installing, and activating the PayPal plugin, go back to WooCommerce setting and click on Payments. You will see a notification asking you to connect your PayPal account. Click on the Setup page, then click on the Activate PayPal button. You will need to log into your account. Wait a few seconds to give PayPal time to connect to your website, and the page will update to confirm the connection. If you click on Payment again, you can now activate any PayPal option available on the list. Another important setting to do is to set the permalink to post name. So go to permalink and click on post name and save. After you have WooCommerce on your site, you can connect Printful. Sign up for Printful using the link in the description if you haven't already. It is free. Next, go to your WordPress website, navigate to Plugins and select Add New. Search for Printful. It should appear at the first result. Click Install and then activate the plugin. On your left menu, you'll see a new option for Printful. Click on it. Here, you need to connect your store to Printful. Click the button to agree to the terms. Sign into your account and confirm that you want to connect your store to Printful. After you connect the store, you have the option to sync the product from your store into Printful. Click the button if you want to do this. It's a good idea if you have products that you want to assign to Printful items, so they know what to fulfill whenever you get a sale through this connection. Let's take a look at the other option available with the plugin. After you've connected Printful to WooCommerce, you can adjust some additional setting in the Printful plugin. You'll see your store stats, which are specifically for Printful. This lets you view the sales without logging into Printful. Below that, there are quick links to Printful's website pages you might need as shortcuts for your site. In the second tab, you'll find the setting. If for some reason your store isn't connected to Printful, you can reconnect it here. Below that, there are integration options. The first option is about tax collection. This is a complicated topic, so it's a good idea to check Printful's help section. Basically, if you've registered to collect taxes, you can enable this option to collect tax. If you haven't registered, you can't enable it because you're not legally allowed to collect taxes. If you need to pay tax on Printful orders, it's because Printful calculates taxes based on the shipping addresses, not the store owner address. You should consider this when pricing your products, as you'll need to pay the tax cost without collecting it. If the taxes are significant, consult with an accountant to understand how to register for tax collection. Once registered, you can enable this feature to add taxes to the cart calculation based on the shipping address. The next section is for the customization button. In this section, you can decide what text will appear on the bottom and choose the button's color to match your store design. For personalizing products, I actually couldn't find any clear instruction on how to add that option to a product, so I'm not sure why they include that option in the setting. To customize products on Printful, you need to manually upload or edit the product and create the order yourself. It's not automatic. They have some order tutorials showing how to do this on Etsy, but not for WooCommerce. Unlike Printify, which allows you to add text or image option for customer to customize the product to their taste, Printful doesn't offer this functionality directly for WooCommerce. Next is the size guide for Printful products, which appear as another tab in your store. When creating a product in Printful, you have the option to add a size guide to the product. If you include it, a small button will appear in the short description area, and clicking it will open a pop-up window with a size chart from Printful. In this section, you can customize the colors and text display on the size chart to make your store style. If you go to edit product after installing the Printful plugin on your website, you'll see a size chart text box where you can add a size chart. This size chart comes from Printful. However, if you select the size chart option when creating the product, it will remove the size chart text you uploaded. Instead, the size chart will appear as a button under the product description. Another thing to note is the size chart is now stored in the custom field, and you can view its code there. The last section is for Printful shipping methods. Here you can decide which shipping option to offer your customers. When they purchase a product, they can choose from these options, and that information will pass to Printful. Based on their choice, Printful will handle the shipping, whether it's standard or faster shipping. You can also customize shipping setting in WooCommerce. After saving your changes, go to WooCommerce setting, shipping, and select Printful shipping. Alternatively, you can use the link provided here to go directly to the shipping setting. In this section, you can choose whether to use Printful shipping calculation or WooCommerce global shipping setting. Regardless of your choice, when someone places an order on your website, you will pay Printful for the product and shipping. The customer pays you with whatever amount you set on your website. This means you can decide to offer free shipping or charge more than Printful's shipping costs. The shipping payment amount for Printful will always be the same, regardless of what you charge your customers on your website. Now let's see how to add a product to your WooCommerce store from the Printful catalog. When creating a product on the Printful website, you first need to create a template. After that, click the button to add the product to a store. If you have only one store connected, you'll start customizing the product for that store. If you have multiple stores connected, you'll first need to choose the store where you want to add the product. You can edit the design and then choose the mockup. Printful have offered an option to create your own mockup. On the next page, you'll set the product settings details. Whatever you enter here will appear on your product page on your website. To publish the product on your website, make sure the checkbox for publishing is selecting. You can also choose categories for your product. However, you can't add tags there. To add tags, you'll need to edit the product directly on your website after it's been imported. Then set the price. Once everything is finalized, you can go to your website and see the product live. In this tutorial, I won't cover the full product creation process, but I'll have a separate tutorial for that on my channel soon. Printful also provides settings for your store. Let's go over them. To access this setting, click on Setting and find Store Setting. Here you'll see a list of options you can customize. In the General section, you can select which store you want to manage if you have more than one. You can also change the store name, but avoid changing other details as it could unsync your store. The next section lets you choose where you want to sell your product. After that, there's a billing section where you manage your payment method. This is crucial setting because without payment set to Printful, they can't process your order and products won't ship to your customers on time. To add a billing method, click on the button and choose between PayPal or credit card. For PayPal, you need to confirm your agreement to use it. For a credit card, simply add your information. You can set different payment methods for each store you own. Returning to the setting, you'll find an option at the bottom to delete a store if you want to disconnect it from Printful. The next setting is Product Push, which allows you to decide what information will be included in the product description you create. You can customize how Printful writes these descriptions and set default text to add to the product, saving time when creating multiple items. If you want to offer free shipping to customers, you can configure it here. However, make sure your product margins are high enough to cover shipping costs. Even if you offer free shipping to customers, you still need to pay the shipping cost to Printful. The free shipping setting is only for the customer's experience. You can set a global margin based on the product you choose at the top. The margins are calculated from the product price. For example, if you have a shirt that costs $10 and another shirt that costs $12 and you want to make $10 profit on each, you can set a margin to $10. This will adjust the price of the $10 shirt to $20 and the $12 shirt to $22. The next setting is for orders. Make sure to select the correct store when customizing this page. The first option is for backup fulfillment. If a product is out of stock, you can enable this to let Printful print your product with different fulfillment company. Next, you can choose whether to manually confirm production or keep it automatic. For faster processing, it's better to leave it as automatic. Printful can also pull all the products from your WooCommerce store, allowing you to assign them to specific fulfillment products from their catalog. This is helpful if you upload your own products and want to connect them to Printful for production. You can explore all the settings on this page. There's also an option to enable personalization on your WooCommerce store. I left it checked but didn't see any changes in my store. If I figure out what it does, I'll create a separate tutorial for this. And if you know the answer, you can write it in the comments. The next setting is for the API, which you can simply ignore. After that is the shipping section, where you'll find additional options if you didn't configure them through the WooCommerce plugin. At the bottom, you can also set different language for your customer's shipping message. The next option is quite interesting. You can add your logo to the packing slip. Include your email if you want and even add a custom message. There is also an option to customize the order page so that customers see your branding. Additionally, you can change the page language if you prefer something other than English. A list of languages is available for you to choose from. That's it for the setting and connecting your WooCommerce store. Now you're ready to start adding products. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.